Welcome everyone. It's December 9th. We're well into the Christmas season, and this is my 35th concert since we started this in the middle of March when the pandemic shut us down. We're going to start today with a beautiful and very interesting piece of music, If I Were a Rich Man. It's a show tune from the 1964 musical Fiddler on the Roof. It and all of the music from Fiddler on the Roof were written by the songwriting team of Jerry Bach for the music and Sheldon Harnick for the lyrics. The same songwriting team that had produced and won a Pulitzer Prize for Fiorello in 1959. Harnick took the title of the song, If I Were a Rich Man, the concept of the story that it tells, a poor man named Tevier dreaming of what he would do if he were a rich man. And many of the actual lyrics that Tevier sings, Harnick took them from the writings of the Yiddish author Sholem Aleichem, including a collection of stories by Aleichem that had been published in 1902 entitled Tevye's Daughters. Harnick also sprinkled the lyrics with cantor-like chanting that he considered characteristic of the Yiddish-speaking synagogues in both Eastern Europe and in Germany. That's what it's helpful to know about the lyrics. Now the music. Jerry Bach's music is heavily influenced by klezmer music, the musical tradition of the Ashkenazi Jews of Eastern Europe. The Ashkenazis were a population of Jewish people who migrated in the 13th century from Babylon and from what is now Palestine, but was then referred to as the Holy Land. A large group of Ashkenazi Jews settled in Germany along the Rhine River and gradually developed their own language, a grammar and vocabulary blending of Hebrew, Arabic, and German that came to be known as Yiddish. Klezmer music was played by professional musicians called the klezmorim. The genre originally consisted largely of dance tunes for weddings and other celebrations. Klezmer music was influenced largely by Romani gypsy music, since many Jews and Roma lived side by side in Europe. In the United States, the genre evolved considerably as the Yiddish-speaking Jewish immigrants from Eastern Europe and Germany, arriving in New York between 1880 and 1924, came into contact with American jazz and produced much of the music for the Yiddish theater. Those are the big influences for Jerry Bach and Sheldon Harnick when they put together Fiddler on the Roof and this wonderful song, If I Were a Rich Man. Here it is. Jerry Box, If I Were a Rich Man. Now the next up is Sophisticated Lady, a jazz standard composed as an instrumental in 1932 by Duke Ellington. Duke gave it to Mitchell Parrish to write lyrics, but it proved to be very difficult to sing, partly because of the range, but also because of the unusual intervals. You'll hear them especially in the bridge of the song when I play it for you. One of the many stories associated with this beautiful song involves a young Frank Sinatra when he was first singing with the Harry James Orchestra in the early 1940s. The story is told by one of the band's trumpet players in a radio interview some years after the event. He writes, "We ran through all three of the songs that Harry had on the list for Frank to sing, and the audience asked for more. Frank suggested two more, sang them beautifully, and the audience still wanted more. Then Frank said, 'Can you do Sophisticated Lady?' Several of us in the band exchanged looks that essentially said, 'Good luck, man.' And he did it without a flaw, bridge and all. And that, man, was the night Frank arrived." Here it is, Duke Ellington's Sophisticated Lady. Thank you. That was Duke Ellington's Sophisticated Lady. Changing now to the clarinet. And next up is a song that has two different, very successful musical lives. Hello, Dolly. Music and lyrics by Jerry Herman, who also wrote the musical score for Mame and La Cage aux Foules. It was a hit for Carol Channing when she sang it in the original 1964 production of the musical, which opened on January 16th, 1964, at the St. James Theater in New York City. And it quickly became a major success. And then it was a smashing success for Louis Armstrong, who in December 1963, a month before the show opened, was asked to make a demonstration recording of the song to be used to promote the show. That demo recording was released as a single the night that the show opened, and it immediately reached #1 on the US Billboard Hot 100s, becoming the most successful single of Louis Armstrong's career. The song also made Armstrong the oldest artist ever to reach #1 on the Hot 100s since its introduction in 1958. And then in 2001, Louis Armstrong's recording of Hello, Dolly was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame. So two very successful musical lives. One for Louis Armstrong and one for Carol Channing. There we are. Here it is, Hello, Dolly. Hello, Dolly. Now we're going back to the 1950s for a song written by Pat Ballard in 1954. A song that inspired two great recordings, a harmonic vocal arrangement by the Four Aces, and an incredible guitar instrumental by Chet Atkins. The title of the song was Mr. Sandman. I suspect you all have heard one or the other of those famous recordings, probably more than once. The lyrics of the song, of course, evoked the ancient Northern European legend of a mythical fellow who could help people who were struggling with insomnia finally fall asleep and find their way to pleasant dreams. Here is the memorable music of Mr. Sandman. Okay. Good. And now it's time for our guest appearance. Our guest today, once again, and now for the fourth appearance, my friend and music buddy, Bill Englander. Bill and I played our first music together sometime in the fall of 2009. On the first Wednesday of January in 2011, we started the concerts of The Beat Goes On, soon added Beth Story to our group, and continued to form together at first once every week on Wednesdays, and then after I think it was 4 years, found it necessary to reduce the performances, reduced to once a month. And we continued that until my health knocked me out of the picture sometime in 2017. Please help me now welcome to the broadcast, and I mean by that, wherever you are, put your hands together and make some noise. Never mind he can't hear you. Help me welcome with your applause to the Canterbury Woods broadcast, multi-talented musician, Bill Englander. Bill and I are going to play for you Light My Fire, a song by the American rock band The Doors. It was recorded in August 1966 and released in January 1967, 5 months later, on their debut album. Released as an edited single on April 24th, 1967, it spent 3 weeks at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, and late in July, and 1 week on the cash Bach's Top 100 nearly a year after its recording. It was the band's best-selling single, selling over 927,000 copies. And what that means, it was just some 73,000 copies short of 1 million, which would have made it a platinum certification. And it was finally certified platinum in September 2018 after reaching 1 million digital units. Now Bill is going to start us off with an organ-voiced keyboard introduction inspired by the Doors keyboard artist Ray Manzarek. And I will follow with 2 choruses of Jim Morrison's famous melody of Light My Fire. Take it away, Bill. Unmute.
I did. Yes.
Unmute.
Oh.
Now.
Oh.
Got it?
1 second.
Sorry for that delay. Light My Fire. Now, a beautiful, slower song, completely different thing. The Shadow of Your Smile is a popular song, music written by Johnny Mandel, and the lyrics by Paul Francis Weber. The song was introduced in the 1965 film The Sandpiper, with a trumpet solo by Jack Sheldon, and later became a minor hit for Tony Bennett. It won the Grammy Award for the Song of the Year and the Academy Award for the Best Original Song. And in 2004, when the American Film Institute finally got around to publishing its list of the best 100 songs of the 20th century, it made it onto the list at number 77. Here is Johnny Mandel's beautiful melody, "The Shadow of Your Smile." That's good. Now, the movie Casablanca is famous for a number of things. One of the things is that has the most memorable lines. A series of them became a test to see how many people could think up a famous line from Casablanca, like "Round up the usual suspects," or "We'll always have April." A few others that I'm not remembering right now. But most memorable all was not the lines, but a song. "Play It, Sam," Ingrid Bergman insisted to the pianist of the bar in Casablanca. The song was the song that was so important to them in Paris when they had Paris. And he wasn't supposed to play it because Humphrey Bogart had told him never to play the song again. And Ingrid Bergman kept saying, "Play it, Sam." And then Woody Allen made it even more famous when he produced a whole movie with the title, "Play It Again, Sam." Okay, we're going to play it again. Here it is, the famous song that helped make Casablanca famous, "As Time Goes By." Thank you. And now for a song from the late 1940s. A beautiful, haunting melody with a somewhat mysterious origin. The title of the song is Nature Boy, and it is clearly somewhat autobiographical. That's about all that's clear about it. It seems to have been written in 1947 by a man named Eden Abez. All lowercase letters, neither first or last name capitalized. Abez claims that it was written while he was sitting underneath the iconic Hollywood sign in the Hollywood Hills, directly underneath the sign, and that it was intended as a tribute to his mentor, Bill Pester, who had originally introduced Abez to the philosophies of Naturmensch and Lebensreform, which Abez seems to have practiced. Abez wanted the song to be performed by Nat King Cole, and in 1947, soon after he had written it, he tried to present it to Cole. He discovered that Cole was performing at the Lincoln Theater and attempted to reach him and give him a copy of the song. But he claims he was turned away and ignored, possibly because of his strange and unconventional appearance. He left a copy of the song, however, with Nat King Cole's valet, and later it seems to have been given to Cole. Cole performed the song in a concert, found it very well received, and decided he did indeed want to make a record of it. But he couldn't find Abez anywhere to get the necessary consent from the writer to make the recording. Eventually, after months of searching, he was able to find Eden Abez, who happily gave the consent for the recording, and Nat King Cole's famous recording of Nature Boy was released on March 29th in 1948. Here is, on my clarinet, the beautiful, haunting melody of Eden Abez's Nature Boy. Eden Abez's Nature Boy. That's good. Okay, and now to wrap things up, a really upbeat song written by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. They're rhythm and blues artists, and what they do here is recover a real old style blues for the rhythm and blues. The title of the song is Kansas City. It was recorded in 1952 by the R&B group Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. I'm going to Kansas City. Kansas City, here I come. Now, for those of you who read and remembered what I said in What's New about what I play for this concert, I mentioned, since it was December 9th already, I might work in a couple of Christmas songs. And then when I filled out the playlist for Lois to make a poster, I left out any Christmas songs. And so for those of you who think it's not too early to have Christmas songs, I've got a little short melody of 2 traditional English carols that I'm going to finish the concert with. Angels We Have Heard on High, a traditional English carol, and one of my favorites, an 18th century English Christmas carol, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Here are the 2 Christmas songs that I promised and left out of the playlist. Thank you for being here. A very Merry Christmas to you all. And speaking of that, there's going to be a concert on Friday by Michael Sanders, filled with beautiful classical Christmas music. You won't want to miss it at 4 o'clock Friday, 2 days from now. And next 2 weeks from now, on December 23rd, a special Christmas concert, and at which I will have a double guest appearance and a little mini reunion of The Beat Goes On. Bill Englander will join me again, and Bill and Beth Story will join us, and we'll play together. As a Beat Goes On reunion, we'll play a long Christmas medley. See you on December 23rd, and don't miss Michael Sanders' beautiful Christmas concert planned for Friday, 2 days from now, Friday the 11th of December. Don't miss it. Good night to all of you, and thank you for being here.